You know, sometimes we forget that the goal of communication is not conversion, it's actually connection. So whether you're a part of a communications team or you're trying to connect with somebody at work, in an effort to get our point across, we go through this process of formulating our arguments, we gather our facts, create messages. Sometimes we even get a little bit angry because we're not getting through. And yet, is there any evidence that communicating this way actually gets through to people? Well, according to the International Society of Political Psychology, people form opinions based on emotions, mostly things like fear and anger, rather than relying on facts. So if focusing on just the facts doesn't cut it when I'm trying to get my point across, what does? A little thing called common ground. To lead people to higher ground, to help them see your point or think beyond their current opinion, we must first establish common ground. Now, this isn't that difficult because if you're a parent, for example, you already know how to do this. One of the ways you establish common ground with your kids is by spending time together, and most of all, listening, not talking. This is how communication can lead to connection, because when we establish that we have some level of common ground, you've actually taken the first step toward building trust. And do you listen to people you trust? Sure you do. I do too. What I'm offering is a keynote titled The Illusion of Connection in Modern Communication. This presentation will help your team begin to use communication for what it was meant for: connection, not conversion or coercion or something else. You'll learn 3 key and actually very unique strategies to communicate better. First, think like a parent. Second, think like a farmer. And third, think like a journalist. These 3 strategies will help you establish that all-important common ground in your communication efforts. It's interesting, by the way, that the word communication in Latin means to find common. That's your goal, and that's what the keynote, The Illusion of Connection in Modern Communication, is all about. If you've got any questions, let's connect.